Yo, what's good YouTube? It's your boy Resus back at it with another video. But before I start this video, you already know, subscribe to the different gang and also hit the like for this video. Bro, this video is gonna be something different. I haven't done like reviews or anything on like shows or music or just anything like that, but I wanted to do one today for this show I'm watching. If y'all should know if cause there's a lot of like big fans for this show. It's called Invincible. If y'all don't know, it's like an animated hero show slash like anime, but it's more like a hero show, I would say. Bro, this show by far has been one of my favorite. It has been my favorite show for like the past 3 years, and that's crazy for an animated show. But usually, I like crime shows and I like hero shows too. But it's something about this one. It's like I don't know. It's like realistic, but also it's like it's nice. Like it's filled with crazy ass superpowers. But the show is just dope. But let's get into it. So for those who have seen it, it's on Amazon Prime. It's got 3 episodes so far. Yeah, 3. Cause they have like all the episodes shown, but there's only like 3 out that you can watch. I know if some people already seen like most of it, like I think up to like episode 5, or 6 or something like that, and then like they blocked the last 2 episodes, so the rest of them they couldn't see. But I've only seen the first 3, and I gotta like wait till next week. So this review is gonna be on Invincible, the first 3 episodes of season 3. So let's get into it. So the first episode, bro. Off the back already, this show is like picking up where it left off. A lot. That's another thing too, real quick. For those who didn't really like season 2, I can understand that, but to me, season 2 was really good as well. Like obviously, it's not gonna be as good as season 1 because season 1 is like where everything starts. You find out like, oh, Omni-Man kills like what do they call the Guardians of the Globe? I think that's what they're like, a Justice League basically. They were they were like a rip off of the Justice League. I ain't gonna lie, but basically Omni-Man, Mark's father or Invincible's father, kills all of them, and then you like throughout the season it's like a mystery of like why he did it, and then when you find out why he does it, it's just crazy, the ending. So obviously season 1 I don't think is gonna be topped, but I think season 3 has a potential to be close to season 1. And season 2 to me was good. Season 2 didn't have like the most memorable moments like action wise, but again it was building on its story, which I don't mind at all. If the story is good, I definitely don't mind that. But yeah, back to season 3. So episode 1 kicks off. We see Mark training and stuff, getting his power levels have grown since last season. Obviously, he's fighting one. I think he was like training with like this big ass monster. I don't really know the monster's name, but he's like training with him and he beats him easy. Then Rexplode, you see him. He comes back from after being shot by the leader of the, what do they call it? The Lizard League. He was shot by like their leader. That shit was wild. Then you have them two. You have Mark and Rexplode. Cecil sends them on a mission to go face like some robbers, I think, from like the future or something. They were like, or time travelers or something. I don't really know their name. They're like new characters, but and they gotta go stop them. Then they do easily, and they're like having a conversation like mid fight, which is wild. That's how like easy they was. Like that was a piece of pie for them. That shit was easy, but like for real, that shit was pie. But after that, you have what's her name? Duplicate's brother. He comes because he feels like Rex got his sister killed, which everyone knows in season 2 if you watched it, that she didn't die. Her and Immortal are like living together or something. So that was wild, because I ain't gonna lie, I thought she went out. That was one of the biggest moments of season 2. That Duplicate, like the way she went out was crazy. And the other girl too, well, she didn't die, but what's her name? I think it's like Ray. Shrink Ray? Yeah. I think I call her Ray, I think. Or they call her Ray. So yeah, but she didn't die, but they got beat bad. Like they got their ass whooped by that league. But yeah, so the brother comes back and Mark starts going crazy. You see his power level. His shit is just wild. Like he's strong as shit, bro. Like super strong. Like he's not quite on Omni-Man's level, not yet, obviously, but bro, he's getting there. Like you could tell Mark is like comparing it to like a basketball player. Like he's starting to get into his prime, like and shit. You know, like that shit is wild. But after that, they duplicate and Immortal come and they show that Duplicate's alive, and it's crazy because Rex got his ass whooped by the brother just for nothing, because he didn't even get Duplicate killed anyways. It was really the Lizard League. Like, I guess the brother felt like he could have like done more to stop it, but either way, she's still alive, so that didn't really matter. Then after that, I think I'm trying to think like the biggest moments in episode 1. I think the brother. So Mark's brother Oliver, he has a brother on a different planet by Omni-Man. Omni-Man breeded with like these bug. I hate to call them that, but I don't know their race. What are they? They're it starts with an A, I think. I can't think right now, but they're basically like bug creatures though. But so his brother, his name is Oliver, and his powers have grown. Also, he grows fast as hell because due to the biology of where he comes from, they grow really fast. But I think it's gonna slow down because he's mixed with Viltrumite too. So eventually he'll start looking more like Mark and Nolan or Omni-Man, whichever you want to call him. I think that's what they were explaining, that his skin will start to change from purple to like a human's. So that's dope. I can't wait to see that. You know, but they already showing like how he's growing fast and how his powers are getting better too, and they go crazy with that in the later episode that I'm about to talk about. So that's pretty much. Before I get off episode 1, Mark and Eve like kind of they don't get together yet, but Mark tells Eve how he feels, and she feels like she's with it, but Mark stupidly, like, he shouldn't. I'm gonna be real. He shouldn't have said it. Like, I know he wants to be honest, but he told Eve about the future Eve and what she said, and he shouldn't have said that. Like, he should have just let things ride, bro. Because as soon as he told her, I knew she was gonna like feel like, oh, you're just doing it because my future self told you. Like that's. I already knew that was gonna happen. So they don't get together yet until the next episode, which I'm about to talk about. So. Episode 2. This by far is my favorite episode of this season. And I know that obviously the season just started and it's probably only going to get better, because season 3 is off to a bang. I really liked the first episode. The first episode was a strong start. I think the best intro episode for each season though is obviously still season 1's, because just the shock factor of it. But this was a good one. This was a good way to start. Invincible hasn't really missed with intro episodes, but episode 2. So, bro, this is by far my favorite episode because. Oh no! I'm sorry, I skipped over a big major plot point in episode 1. So basically, they get called Mark and Eve because all the heroes from the Guardians get kidnapped by Doc Seismic. This dude, the crazy scientist dude with the things on his wrist, the bracelets, and they end up defeating him, but. Mark in that fight, Cecil brings out Darkwing 2, and whatchamacallit, those weird zombie robots that what's that dude's name? Sinclair was making. I forget his first name, but the guy's name is Sinclair. He's like the evil scientist that was doing the experiments on William and Mark's friend. Bro, when Mark finds out, he snaps because he's like, yo, what the hell is this? Like, why are they here? And then Mark finds out that Darkwing and Sinclair is working with Cecil. So that leads us to season 2. So, I mean, not season 2, episode 2, I'm sorry. And Cecil brings Mark to the White Room. And he's explaining to them what he's doing. Why he's like using Sinclair and Darkwing. Because he's like reforming them, basically. That's what he feels like he can like change them and do good instead of doing harm. Mark ain't going for that bullshit. Because I feel Mark. I get both sides to the situation. It's like, yo, bro. On Mark's side, it's like, dude, this dude tried to kill. Like, he tried to do harm to my friends. Like, he tried to kill him and turn him into a fucking like a weird ass experiment. Like, I can't get with that. And Cecil's on like, bro, I feel you. These dudes are you know, they could be whatever, but they're smart as shit, so we gotta use them, like, for our benefit. And Cecil he don't care about really no one. He just cares about protecting this planet. That's his job. So I feel that. But, oh, man. So, also, before I get to, like, the big battle of the episode, you get a little bit about why Cecil was like that. You get his background story. And I don't really want to... I mean, this is already kind of a spoiler, like, review. So I guess I'll just continue it. Cecil, like, has to fight, like, these weird villains, and then, like, his skin, there's, like, a little chemical, or, like, these chemical bottles, and, like, if you get exposed to it, like, your skin gets fucking fried or some shit, like, it just fucks you up. And the guy that was the original director of the, like, the government or whatever, like, whatever Cecil was doing, like, I don't know the job title of him, but whatever he is, I know he's a director or something. He fixes him, and, like, basically, like, helped him heal or whatever and get back to normal. Basically, like, revived him. Then Cecil and him have, like, run into trouble again with, like, I think that was the same dude from, like, the Lizard League, the guy that, like, fucking ate Ray or whatever. And he uses the same villains that Cecil was fighting in his previous fight. And Cecil's like, bro, he's like marking that situation like, bro, why the fuck are we using these dudes? And the dude's explaining like, dude, we got to use these dudes because, yes, I know they were bad and I know what they did to you, but they're useful to us. So we got to use them and get them on our side. Cecil just fucking, after the dudes helped them, he shoots the motherfucker straight in the head, bro. Like, I was not expecting that. I was thinking that Cecil was gonna, like, agree with dude. But Cecil, he was fucking worse than Mark. This motherfucker shoots both of them. Like, yo, I was not expecting that. That was a good ass scene. Then, so Cecil has to go to jail, and then, the director goes and visits him. And he wants him to take over his job. So that's how we basically get Cecil now. And you get to see Donald too from that like era. It's crazy. But bro, that was I love that episode strictly because of that. But then after that, we go back to the present, and then we see Mark having to fight those robot zombies because Cecil just fucking won't like let up on this dude because he knows like, bro, Mark is not gonna change his mind. He's like stubborn about this situation. And like I said, I get both sides of it, so hey. And then we find out too that Cecil planted, because he finds out in season 2, if you've seen season 2, that Viltrumites are vulnerable to this type of hearing frequency, like this weird ass frequency, and it like fucking fucks up their. I don't know if it's their brain. It definitely messes up their hearing, like to their hearing where it says like you can't fly or walk properly. That shit was wild. And Mark thought he just put it in his earpiece like to talk to, but no. This motherfucker Cecil said he planted it in his fucking, like, I don't know where exactly he put it, but it's like where he can't even fucking reach it. Like, he's gonna need help to get it out, which he does. What's his name? Robot finds it and fucking takes it out after Mark battles the whole fucking robot zombies. But the fight goes on to where the Guardians of the Globe see it, and they're not fucking with Cecil on that. So they start fighting the robot zombies to help Mark while Mark is in fucking pain, just fucking going through it, bro. I felt so bad for Mark. That shit was wild. So eventually, they stop the robot stops the frequency somehow, like he hacks it. And then Mark fucking destroys the zombies, and then he grabs Cecil and tells him, bro, stay away from my fucking family, and like you better not come near us or I will kill you. And then he tells Robot to take the shit out his head or his ear, whatever the shit, I don't know where it is exactly, but bro, that scene was fucking genius. Like that was probably the best scene in that fucking episode. I love that episode 2 by far is one of the best episodes in the series. Then after that we get Mark and Oliver and the family, and Eve was there too, and they start talking about the situation. And Debbie feels like, yeah, I can't be like he lied or whatever. Cecil and Oliver, he's talking about, bro, I would kick his ass if I was there. And I'm like, bro, this little Oliver's like, you know, he's powerful. You could just sense it, but I don't know, bro. Like, this was what I was thinking was at that time, because I didn't see episode 3 yet. I'm like, dog, this dude, he's already talking about like getting into fights and shit as a hero, and like I'm just like, dog, he like, I don't know about him. He might end up like hurting someone for real, because he hasn't had proper training with Mark. So I don't know. And he's been like wanting to get in the field. So I was like, we'll see. And then at the end of episode 2, Mark and Eve finally get together. That was expected. I felt like they should have been got together. I mean, I liked Ember too. She was annoying in season 1. I'm not gonna lie, but her like the way they changed her character was cool. I like that. In season 2, and which is crazy because you get to see Amber again in episode 3, which I'm about to get into. So that was pretty much episode 2. Now episode 3, this episode was good too. I think I liked episode 2 a little more, but episode 3 was also really good, and I can't wait for episode 4. But basically, we get Oliver and Mark like changing costumes. You get the aftermath of like the battle. Like basically, half of the Guardians split up, and like they left the headquarters. So basically, you have Immortal, Duplicate, and Samson, I think, and Shapeshifter all like one side, to where like they all are working for Cecil, and then you have Rexplode, Ray, Monster Girl, and Robot, like all on the other side, and they're not fucking with, and Eve, I think, but I don't know if Eve is still back with the team or not. I think she's still like kind of independent, but she helps when she can. And then you have Mark, obviously, who he ain't fucking with Cecil, so he's gonna be with them too. But yeah, so basically that group is split. And then now we got Oliver. He's getting into the field. He's getting his costume with Mark. Mark also gets that blue and black suit. Oh my god, that shit is fire. I like the original, but I like this suit more. It's edgy, and they make a joke on it too in the show. Like Mark is like, "Oh, this shit feels dark." Like this suit, it's crazy. So we get that scene. Then we get a little backstory at the beginning. We get like a backstory of how these robbers like were trying to change their lives, and they tried to like be good civilians, but they couldn't do it. Like they were getting low on rent or whatever. And then you just see fucking Oliver like beat the like, well, he don't beat them like bricks off him, but like he hit. You already seen like he hits hard as shit. Like he don't really hold back as much as Mark does. Mark be holding back. That's why people were like, "Oh, why is he like Mark is weak as fuck?" I'm like, no, Mark is really strong. He just holds back. Like he's not like Omni-Man or Oliver, as you're gonna see later in the episodes. Like they don't really give a fuck. And honestly, I think Omni-Man he kind of held back, like, because obviously you could see what he could do. I think Oliver, he just does not. He doesn't know that, because he doesn't get the concept of humanity yet, because he hasn't been on Earth that long. So he just feels like he could do whatever. So you get the robber, you get that like little intro scene of the robbers, and like the robber was gonna, he had Oliver like, he was about to beat him, but he stops when he sees he's a little kid, and then Mark finishes him off. That's the thing, you can't really mess with like Mark's brother, because bro, he goes insane, bro. Like he starts fighting for real. And then you see when they get the costumes too, I forgot to mention, Oliver wants to make his hero name Kid Omni-Man, but Mark tells him like, dude, you can't use our father's name because he did like terrible things on Earth. Things that it's unforgivable. But again, Oliver, he hasn't been on, like he doesn't get the humanity side of it. So he figures like death is like whatever, like it don't matter. As long as it's like not my family or like close friends, I don't care. Like you can get off. And Mark is trying to teach him that throughout the whole episode. Like, dude, you can't do that. Like, life is so precious, bro. You just cannot. So, again, this is why the writing of this fucking show, bro, is just so good. Because it's like, yeah, that would make sense. A kid he's not from Earth. So, he wouldn't really understand why, like, it's not okay. Like, why isn't it okay to kill someone, like, you don't care about and that is causing harm? Especially someone that's causing harm to other people. Like, in a way, Mark is like, I mean, I feel like Mark kind of agrees with him, but at the same time, it's like, dude, you can't do that, because the mom explains it perfectly. Debbie, her and Mark and Oliver at the end of the show, like, have like a conversation about it. and they start talking like, and Debbie explains it like, just because you don't know the other person and you think they're bad doesn't mean that they don't have other people that love them. And that's real shit. That's like that's definitely like real life. You know, just because you don't like us, like somebody or a certain person, doesn't mean they don't got other people that love them. That's real shit. That was one of the realest lines in that show. But so after we get that little conversation too, that's actually at the end of the show. I skipped the big fight because I'm over here like scrambling like in my mind like the biggest scenes of the show or the episode so far, and I'm doing this straight off the top of my head. I ain't doing no script, so I'm just going through all these fucking scenes. But the biggest scene in episode 3, in my opinion, was when Oliver kills the Mauler. Well, I think, who knows, because it is Invincible. Probably anyone could maybe come back. But I think from what we seen, like he straight murked them dudes. Like once, because Invincible, Mark keeps telling Oliver, like, bro, do not come to my fights, like, stay home. And Debbie does the same thing, like, do not. But she can't stop him, obviously, because she's not a hero. And he just fucking flies out to go find Mark and save him. Which he has a badass moment as a kid, like, when he shows up against the Mauler twins, he, like, fucking crushes their hand and their guns. It was wild. So we get that scene. And then when Mark has to, which, another crazy-ass scene, Mark fucking stops a nuke. I was like, holy shit, he fucking stops a nuke by himself. Like, he has to, like, crash into it. And they do, like a simultaneous scene where you see Mark flying into the nuke, and then when Oliver fucking flies through one of the Mauler twins. And then, because he already punched one of the Mauler twins, like, jaw, so he couldn't really talk. But when the Mauler twin, he sees his brother dead, he's trying to, like, you could hear him saying, like, please, I give up. And like Oliver's not hearing that shit. He fucking punches the shit out of the other Mauler twin, the one with his jaw broken, and he fucking kills him. At least I think he kills him. I don't know if you could like kill him. You probably could, but I don't know if they're gonna come back this season. That shit was wild, bro. I wasn't expecting him to kill them. Like that was crazy. And then that's when we get the conversation with Debbie and Mark and Oliver about him not killing them. And killing people in general. And then when they're in, like, they're giving each other like hugs and stuff, Mark notices like a fucking camera outside the room of Oliver's room, or I think that's Oliver's room, and he fucking jumps and crashes that shit, but he doesn't know who's tracking him. And then we hear like a laugh in the background, or like, and then you see what did he say? You hear someone talking. He's like, what a perfect family or some shit like that. I think that sounded like Angstrom Levy. So I think I could be wrong. Let me know if y'all know who that was, or who y'all think that was. I think that was Angstrom Levy. That's who he sounded like, in my opinion. I could be wrong though. But yeah. So those are that's basically like my estimation. I think they're gonna probably bring back Levy somehow. At least that's what I think, because that's what the voice sounded like to me. But man, bro, this season 3 to me is off to a better start than season 2. I will say that it's definitely been very, 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 very interesting to watch. I've been like repeating it. I'm probably gonna watch it again after I finish this video, because like, bro, this show has been really good. I'm definitely invested in this shit. But that's my review of the first 3 episodes. I might do another review depending. I might just do a whole like the second half review of like Invincible season 3, like when all the episodes are done. But that might be later down the road. But because I don't really like doing reviews like this straight off the top, because obviously I'm over here trying to like find the main points of the episodes and stuff. So I like my like reviews to be more organized. So this is my first review of anything. So yeah, but definitely, if y'all haven't watched Invincible at all, go watch the first 2 seasons, and it's on Amazon Prime, and then come back and watch season 3. I promise y'all are gonna enjoy it. This is probably like my favorite show right now. I've been waiting for this show to come back, bro. So shout out to everybody, the writers, the actors, the voice actors of this show. They have been fucking phenomenal, bro. But yeah, man, that's my review of Invincible season 3. Hope y'all enjoyed this video. Make sure y'all like the video again and subscribe to the different game. Also follow me on my Snap. My Snap will be in the description, so you see whenever I'm posting new videos or live streams. And yeah, man, I'll probably catch y'all in the next video, probably Maybe if not tomorrow, probably I want to say Monday because the Super Bowl's coming up, so we got that. But yeah, man, just stay tuned, man. Keep noties on, and I'll see y'all in the next one, man. I'm out. Peace.